This is kB2UKA. The frequency in use is the frequency in use. Nothing heard. CQ, CQ, CQ. Kilowatt Bravo 2 Uniform Kilowatt America. CQ, CQ, CQ40. kB2UKA. CQ, CQ, CQ40. Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt America. CQ, CQ, CQ40. kB2UKA, Long Island, New York. Standing by and listening. QRZ. CQ, CQ, CQ40, kB2UKA, CQ, 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 Kilowatt Bravo 2 Uniform Kilowatt Alpha, CQ, CQ, CQ40, kB2UKA, CQ, 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 Kilowatt Bravo 2 Uniform Kilowatt America, Long Island, New York, standing by and listening.
kB2 United Kilo Alpha, Victor EC2 Charlie Foxtrot Bravo.
I believe that's Victor Echo 2 Charlie Foxtrot Bravo. Let's see. Do I have that correct? Over.
It's Victor EC2 Charlie Foxtrot Bravo. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm missing the second character. What is the second letter phonetically, please? Over.
Echo. Echo is the second letter.
Okay, Victor Echo number 2, Charlie Foxtrot Bravo, QSL.
Yes, signal here is very good. It's fine. Over. I've just installed a new antenna here, and I've been off the air for about 10 years, and I'm back in. So this is my first ride, and you're my first contact for the last 10 years.
Oh, well, that's great, Pierre. I'm glad I got to be the first one after 10 years. You're sounding good into Long Island. My name is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf. I'm located 50 miles east of New York City and a little less than a mile from the Long Island Sound. You're 5 and 7 into Long Island this evening. What are you running? Over.
All right, Doc, thanks. The ETA here is sailing at the ball. It's about 60 kilometers north of Montreal. It's a little, how do I say, vacation area. And my name is Pierre. And the signal here, your signal is very good. It's over is fine. And like I say, this is the dipole I just made up that covers 40 and 20 meters. And I finally just tuned it properly. So you're, as I said, you're my first contact on 40 meters. Tomorrow morning I'll probably try the 20 meters. Go ahead, Doug.
All right, Pierre. Well, you're doing a great job. You moved up to 5x8. I'm running a SunSdr2DX. About 1,200 watts into a 43-foot ground-mounted vertical. I have 100 ground radials around it and a legal limit tuner. And then, Pierre, I run the whole station here on an iMac computer. And I process all of my audio digitally through a program called Logic Pro. Logic Pro is a digital audio workstation. So I basically have a digital studio rack right in front of me here on the screen. And also, Pierre, I run a YouTube channel. I am not live streaming right now. Normally, I'm streaming live, but I am recording. So I am going to edit this video either tonight or tomorrow, and I will upload it to YouTube, and you'll be the first QSO on it. So just type my call sign into YouTube, kB2UKA, and you'll finally see a video there with today's date, and you'll be able to hear and see your signal report after I upload it. Over?
Okay, Doug. That's a very good information. It's quite a setup you have there. Most of it I did very much. Like I say, I've been off the air for about 10, 15 years. So the setup here is very simple. It's a little Yaesu FE840, and with another one I had a long time ago, it's an FE747DX. But right now I'm using that 840 just to make a test of it. And so far it seems to be working quite good. So, yes, what was I going to tell you? I had something in my mind, but it'll come back. I'll watch your stuff on YouTube. And thanks very much. Looks like I'm going to see an argument.
The frequencies in use. All right, Pierre. Well, I really appreciate it. Welcome back to the hobby. You're sounding great, my friend. Victor Echo 2, Charlie Foxtrot Bravo from kB2UKA 73.
73, Doc. Nice talking to you, and I'll check your YouTube project. Victor EZ2, Charlie Foxtrot Bravo 558.
All right. Take care, my friend. Have a great evening and a nice weekend. This is kB2UKA, Long Island, New York, QRZ.
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Lima, Lima.
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Lima, Lima. Really good signal here into Long Island, David. Name is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf, 50 miles east of New York City. Looks like this is our first QSO, I believe. How copy? Over?
Oh, how you doing, Doug? You're 10 over 9 here. Excellent audio, studio quality there, and I'm trying to dial in this FT891 here. My old Yaesu went to bed on me, and I've been listening to parabolic equalizer, and I think I got it just about right there. Over.
Well, it sounds good. You're 5 and 9, 5 and 9 into Long Island. Thank you for the nice signal report. I'm recording this right now for my YouTube channel, so I'm not live streaming, but I will upload it tonight or tomorrow. I got to edit it first, and you'll be able to hear and see your signal report. I can't give you a timestamp because I am going to edit it, but you'll be the second QSO on the video. And when I do upload it, it'll have today's date. Just throw my call sign into YouTube and you'll find it. But you're sounding good. I'm going to listen closer to the audio on your next transmission. I'm running a SunSdr2DX, 1200 watts with a Mercury 3 solid state amplifier. That's driving a 43-foot vertical with 100 ground radials at 65 feet in length each, and a legal limit remote tuner right at the base of the antenna. And I run the whole station here on an i9 iMac, and I process the audio live through Logic Pro. So I'm running basically a virtual studio rack right here with EQ, aural excitement, big bottom, compressor, noise gate, reverb, you name it, it's in there. That's how I get the audio sounding like this. But why don't you come back and I'm going to take a look at your audio. Go ahead.
Okay, Doug, like I said, I'm running the FT891.
Like a wide old German bullshit.
100 watts right now, inverted V, about 23 feet at the apex. It's a fan dipole. I got a 20 and a 40 wire coming off of it. And that's about it. Over my pocket's on deep as yours is apparently. But yeah, I guess the audio shows there. You got a great sound station there. Over. And I just subscribed to your channel there.
All right, cool, man. I wish I was broadcasting live, but I'm not. So it sounds really, really good. I would not raise the highs, but as what you'll see eventually when I do upload this, I want to see like Bart Simpson's haircut on the audio spectrum, right? Like I want to see the peaks and the valleys be kind of equal on the low end and the high end and the mid end. So what I would do is pull back your low end 1 or 2 dB. Don't boost the high. I would pull back the low a dB or 2. What's your EQ look like? How many bands is it? I know you told me, but I missed it. Go ahead.
It's a 3-band equalizer there. Over.
Okay, so what do you have? Low, mid, and high?
Yes, and there's also 3 frequency adjustments within that. It's the parabolic there, and it's my first time messing with it, so it's kind of hard to deal with it there. I just did switch the switch over on the back of the mic there to bring back the lows a little bit there. Over.
Okay, so on the low end, can you choose the 3 frequencies, or they're listed, or they're automatically set?
Oh no, they are. You can adjust them any way you want there. Over.
Okay, so what are the 3 frequencies on the low end?
Okay, I have one for without using the processor, and they also have settings with using the processor, and I'm using compression now. So EQ1 is at 300, EQ1 level is at 10, EQ1 bandwidth is 8. And then I got number 2 is EQ2 frequency at 1300, EQ2 level 5, EQ2 bandwidth is 8, and then EQ3 frequency 2300, EQ3 level 7, and EQ3 bandwidth is 8 there. Over.
Okay, Roger. Sounds good. What was the level on the low on the 300? What level was it at?
Okay, would the number 3 be the low or the 1?
Well, you read me 3 frequencies. I think you read me 300 hertz. I forgot what the middle one was, and then 2300 hertz. Am I correct?
Okay, my EK1 is at 300 for frequency, yeah.
Okay, all right. Can you, what's the level on that one?
The level is 10 right now.
Okay, drop that to 0. I just want to see something drastic. Drop it to 0.
Okay, right now I dropped it to 0 there. Over.
Give me more audio. Go ahead.
Okay, this is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Lima Lima. Just dropped the EQ level to 0 there on the low frequency. Over.
Okay, now can you change that? Can you set that like that? And then can you change the 300 frequency to 100 and adjust that? Are you able to do that and change the frequency?
Excessively wide over there.
I'm sorry, come back again?
Okay, I just adjusted the frequency to 100 on the lows.
Okay, and what's the level on the 100?
The level is still at 0.
Okay, make that level, can you go below 0? Can you go like -1, -2?
Yes, 1 or 2.
Go to -2.
Okay, that's at -2 right there. Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Lima Lima.
Man, it brightened it up beautifully, and those levels are looking even. Let me ask you this: what is the lowest frequency you can dial that into on the first one?
Okay, 100 is the lowest. It's off after that there.
I like it. I like it a lot. And what frequency is the second setting set to? The second band?
Okay, the mid-range is set at 1300.
Okay. And what level is that on?
Right now it's at a level 5.
Okay, and what level is the high range? That's 2300, I think you said. What level is that one on?
That level is at 7.
Okay. Roll back the middle one, 2. Roll it back 2.
Frequency or level?
Level.
Okay, I went from 5 to 3 there, over.
Oh, man. Lock that in. Lock that in. I'm going to try to send you this before I even edit the video. You're going to hear the difference. It just brightened up. Your voice is naturally has lows in it that I'm able to hear. It sounds really, really good. Over.
Oh, QSL, thank you so much for doing that for me there, over.
Oh, it sounds good, and you'll see it too. You'll see the level is now, the peaks and the troughs of the low range, the mid range, and the high range. They're all peaking around the same amount, like a basically like a wave. And we got that Bart Simpson haircut going on. Over.
Oh, QSL, yeah, I'm so glad I found somebody there to help me out with this, because just trying to get it done with short QSOs there was really a pain there, over.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, I started this audio stuff probably about 9 months ago, and I was running a Flex 5000, and I ended up acquiring 7 pieces of analog rack studio gear. And I was doing everything. Well, some of the pieces were digital equipment also, but basically hardware, right? 7 pieces of hardware. And I knew nothing about EQing. I knew nothing about the right levels, none of that. And other people helped me. My good friend Art, N4QNT, my good friend Rick, November 8 SDR. And then I upgraded to the SunSdr radio. Then I ended up getting something called a Behringer XR18, which is all those components in one box with a piece of software that you use to control it. And then I got rid of that, and now I do everything virtually, all on the computer. So I'm on a condenser mic that runs into a Focusrite USB audio interface. I have no microphone connection to the transceiver at all. So the audio interface shoots the audio into the computer via USB, and then it all gets processed in the software, and then I push it to the radio, and then it gets turned into RF. Over.
Oh, QSL, well, like I say, it all shows there. It's what a really great sound there.
Well, you're sounding great yourself. You aren't sounding bad at all. At all. And remember, this stuff is very, very subjective. I might send you this video, and you might say you like the way it sounded before we changed it. And if that's the case, what I would recommend is let somebody, your wife, your friend, whoever, let somebody who doesn't know anything about radio listen to both of them and see what they say. But it's very, very subjective. You know, this audio stuff is a tweaker's game. I'm changing it all the time. Over.
Yeah, QSL. Hey, Doug, what about the compression setting there? Should we mess with that at all?
Maybe. I like, again, subjective, right? I like very little compression for a couple of reasons. I feel like too much will muddy you up, and also too much actually reduces your output drive. So on the compression, what does that look like? Is it 0 to 10? What's the lowest setting you could go, and what's the highest setting? Over.
Okay, QSL, let me find it here. This menu-driven radio here is all different for me. I'll find it here in just a sec here.
No worries. This is kB2UKA in QSO with Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Lima, Lima. Station calling QRZ. Come back. Okay, November Golf Station. Just stand by for 1 minute here. I'm in QSO with Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Lima Lima. I'm just helping them out with something. Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, I'm at process is at 30 right now. So I'm assuming that's a 3 on a usual process there. Over.
Okay. Turn it all the way. Don't talk into the mic, but turn it all the way up. See what it goes to, and then bring it back to 3 or 30, and then let me know what it goes up to.
Okay, yeah, back at 30. It went up to 100 there, over.
Okay. Put it at, and is that the only adjustment for compression, is that processor? There's nothing about ratio or any of that, correct?
Correct.
Put it at 40 for a second.
Okay, right now we're at 40 there, over.
Okay. Give me like 5 seconds audio at that level.
This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Lima Lima, and QSO with kB2UKA. How's my audio there, over?
Sounding good, sounding good. Now roll it back to 20 and give me like 5-10 seconds.
Alpha Bravo, Kilo Whiskey Bravo Delta. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Lima Lima, kB2UKA. How's it going, Doug?
It's going good, David. You're sounding good. I would leave it at 30. Put it back to 30. That was the right amount. Normally, I would say if it's 0 to 10, put it around 3. I would put it back at 30. Are you running an amp or just barefoot?
We're barefoot here at 100 watts there.
Okay. Do you happen to have an external watt meter?
I do, yes, but I do not have the means to hook it up right now, over.
Okay, no worries. I just wanted to see if the compression affected the output at all. You're sounding good, Dave. Really, really good. I'm glad we were able to connect. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click the bell. And when I upload the video, you'll get notified. Like I said, you'll be the second QSO, so you should be able to find it pretty easy. I'm not going to do too much editing. That's a new thing I started doing. I downloaded Final Cut Pro. I'm going to start doing some video editing, but I got to teach myself. So I'm going to start real slowly by just like building out an intro and maybe cutting some garbage out that is boring. But you'll definitely be in there. Over.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for helping me out there, Doug, and you have yourself a great day there, or the rest of the evening, and I'll say 73s, and good QSO, and thank you so much. kB2UKA, this is K8QLL, I'll be clear.
All right, 73, my friend. I hope you have a great weekend, and I look forward to speaking with you again, 73. All right, that station I asked to stand by, I believe ending in golf. If you're still there, go ahead. Nothing heard. CQ, 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 kB2UKA, CQ, CQ, CQ40, Kilowatt Bravo 2, Uniform Kilowatt Alpha, CQ, 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 kB2UKA, CQ, CQ, CQ40, Kilowatt Bravo 2, Uniform Kilowatt America, Long Island, New York, standing by. Any station, anywhere. QRZ.
kB2UKA, this is November 1, X-Ray United.
Nice signal, and 40 is noisy as hell right now. November 1, X-Ray United. Andrew, holy schmoly. 40's got to be short. I'm right across the sound from you, buddy. 50 miles east of New York City. I'm less than a mile from the Long Island Sound in Kings Park. You are 5 and 8. How copy? Over.
Yeah, I got you 5'9" plus a little extra. Sometimes about 5 over 9. Nice to work you here. I have seen your YouTube channel and subscribed to it. And yeah, it must be short, but I mean it's like you're crystal clear. I'm in Meriden, Connecticut. I'm like right in the center of the state.
All right, cool, man. I lived in Walcott, Connecticut for from 2000. I'm from here, but I was working for J.P. Morgan at the time, and we had to move to Connecticut. And oh God, I had just gotten married, and we bought a new construction home for like nothing, and we were there from 2011 to 2014, and then we moved back where we are now. Man, I wasn't even that big into ham radio, and I had a lot of land up there. But I've been licensed for oh God, almost 30 years. But I just got really back into this in July of 2020. You sounding great, man. I'm running a SunSdr2DX, 1300 watts, somewhere around there, into a 43-foot ground-mounted vertical with 100 ground radials. And I process all my audio through Logic Pro. It's all digital processing. Over.
Recently just got into ham radio after being on a hiatus for a bunch of years. My wife recently got her license in July. She's Kilo 1 Papa Echo Tango, and she kind of starts me to set my station back up again.
That's awesome, man. I've been trying to get my wife to do. God, we've been together 16 years. Married 12. It ain't happening. You broke the code, brother. You broke the code. That's awesome. Well, you're doing a great job. I'm not live streaming, but I am recording. So if you were listening in, I'm going to start getting into a little bit of video editing. So I am going to edit this and upload it. I probably won't get to editing it until probably tomorrow morning. But it'll have today's date in it, and if you're subscribed, you'll be able to you'll get notified, and you can stop by and have a listen. All right, man. Well, I hope you have a great weekend. I'm looking here. Thanks for subscribing. I think this is our first QSO though, unless I missed it login before. But I don't see here in the logbook. November 1, X-ray uniform from kB2UKA 73.
YouTube's been a good resource for me getting back into the hobby because last I knew digital mode was like TSK31. So I'm learning on YouTube about the FT4, FT8, and a lot of the digital stuff on VHF and UHF. So all you guys on YouTube, it's been a big help for an old ham to learn new tricks. Hi. From Connecticut, M1SSU.
Oh man, I watch YouTube all night long, man. I hear what you're saying. 73, Andrew. Take care. All right, this is kB2UKA QRZ. All right, portable station, come back slowly with the call sign phonetically, please. Over. Okay, I got you. Ferguson, I believe. November 3, India X-ray portable. There's a lot of QRM, but you're about 5'7", 5'8". I hear you good, brother. How copy? Over?
You are S9 plus 30. S9 plus 30. As I said, I'm running in experiment here at a cemetery 500 feet above ground, maybe 1,000 feet. There's a cemetery and an adjacent lot about an acre square. Matter of fact, the parents are buried about 100 feet from here. And I've got a Coax TX480 20 watt. Over.
Well, you're doing a great job, man. Boy, I can only think about Coda Cemetery on the Air, man. That might be interesting. That might be interesting. You got a big open field. That's actually a beautiful thing. Over.
Well, you know what? I've got a half a dozen sites in the area that I use on a regular basis. This is the best site beyond any. And I'm looking at going back, I've been around here 20-some years. This is my hometown. But I was gone for 20 years in the service. Then I was school teaching for 15 years with a motorhome, traveling from Williamsburg, Virginia to Florida, teaching assignments and vacation. But this spot is the best spot I've found in the Northeast, over.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And you're in Pennsylvania, correct?
Yes, I'm approximately 25 miles west of Gettysburg, 25 miles west of Gettysburg, then about 25 miles from the Pennsylvania-Maryland line, over.
Oh, well, you're doing beautiful, man. It sounds great. I'm hoping you had a beautiful day like we had here on Long Island. It's been warm for this time of the year. That just tells me we're going to get blasted in November. It's going to come and it's going to be brutal. Over.
Yes, you got to give me your first name. My name is Rob, Romeo Oscar, Bravo R-O-B. And yours is what, please?
All right, Rob. My name is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf. I'm 50 miles east of New York City, a little less than a mile from the Long Island Sound. And my call again is Kilo Bravo 2, Uniform Kilowatt Alpha. Put that into YouTube. Like and subscribe to me. I'm not streaming right now, but I'm recording. So I'm going to edit this up, and this will be uploaded probably by tomorrow with today's date on it, and you'll be able to hear and see your signal report. Over.
Well, thank you very much, Doug. This is quite interesting. Doug, I just got my 78th birthday, and I'll tell you what. I was in the Army for 20 years doing signal intelligence work, intercepting stored communication, and that kind of got me involved in the HF spectrum. I dealt primarily with intercepting Soviet and Chinese signals and all over the world with the Army Intelligence Command and NSA. But this hobby is the best in the world. I do landscape photography, but this is the top. So I'm getting ready to introduce two of my close relatives. A young lady, she's only 23, my niece, an English teacher, and I have another niece, well, she's here in this town, and I got another niece that lives in Arizona, and I bring my hobby with me to family functions, and you would be surprised how many young people are attracted to this hobby, over.
Well, let me tell you something, Ferguson. I'm 41, and first of all, thank you for your service. Really, thank you. I'm 41. I got licensed when I was 13. I became a general in my mid-20s. I got married in my late 20s, had babies in my early 30s, and I didn't pick up the radio. My daughter's 8, my son is 7. And I took a 7-year break, which definitely correlates to the age of my children at the time. And I started transmitting again last July of 2020. And I am all in this time around. And my kids love it. My daughter, I think, is a little bit more interested than my son. And she, any day now, I'm going to get her a study book for the tech. She loves coming in here and talking to people on the radio with me. And what I have found is that in the 7 years that I did not transmit, when I started transmitting again, I jumped onto Facebook, and you are correct. There are a lot of people in their 20s and 30s that seem to be doing this hobby now that weren't doing it 10 years, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. I think the pandemic caused a lot of boredom, and people were watching a lot of YouTube and ran across ham radio, and it gave them something to do, but I love it. I think we're up to 1 million licensees in the U.S., and I don't think it's been that high in quite some time. Over?
There's some wonderful comments, very, very wonderful comments. I'm happy to hear about you using YouTube. I listen to YouTube every night. My wife and I have dreams of traveling back to Thailand. We lived there for 5 years. We're way back in the 60s. And getting back to Long Island, my mother's brother is buried at a very large cemetery called Calverton. Do you know where that's at, over?
I have family in Calverton. My mother's close to your age. She's 74. Her significant other, he passed away. I think it's been about 2 years now. He was buried in Calverton. That's about a 50-minute drive from my home. Over?
That's a very well-maintained cemetery. Very, very beautiful area. They're so organized, the people out there in Long Island. Now, I have a grandson that just moved from Long Island to my hometown here. And I have to notice that I don't get up to New York much. You know, when you get a certain age, you just don't like to fight the traffic and the noise and the hustle and bustle. Now, I've got a close relative that lives in British Columbia. My wife's a first cousin. So my goal in life is Canada, all the way out to D.C. and bring a small ham radio with me, over.
Oh, yeah, Roger. That sounds great. I have a business here, but we're looking to expand. I'd love to get out of here. I would love to get out of here, be on 15 acres somewhere, and be out of the hustle and bustle of New York. All right, my friend. Well, it was a very nice QSO. Thank you so much. I've got you down here in the logbook for the first time. I look forward to speaking with you again. I'm going to say 73. God bless. Have a great weekend. November 3, India X-Ray X-Ray from kB2UKA 73.
73, Doug. Thank you very much for the wonderful QSO. I hope we talk again. Bye-bye.
November 2, Sierra Lima Oscar.
November 2, Sierra Lima Oscar. QSL?
Yep, QSL. Hey, Doug. I'm your neighbor now to the east. Name is David. We're in Smithtown, so I am your neighbor. Born and raised, for the most part, in Kings Park. I just happened to be turning the dial and heard you. Figured I'd pop in and say hello. Your name, I have you on QRZ, and your last name looks familiar to me. I don't know if you went to the high school or not. We did, and I have family in the whole town, so just wanted to say hello. Sounding good. Hope you're doing well.
Ah, yes, we are neighbors. You're 5 and 9 here. Normally when I pick up Long Island guys and even guys right next door, I don't hear them so well. Boy, you are booming in here. Let's see. I'm from Huntington. I'm 41. I've been in Kings Park. January will be 8 years we moved here. We moved here from Connecticut. We were in Connecticut for a few years after we got married. And I have children in the Kings Park School District, but let me see. The Serratos, that's the last name. My father's sister, who is, God, how old is she now? She's got to be 90. She's a Serrato, and her kids went through, my cousins went through Kings Park. They lived in Fort Salonga, but her married name was Hirschfield. So that was Regina Hirschfield and Henry Hirschfield graduated Kings Park High School, and they're in their early 60s to mid 60s. Over?
All right, very good. Yeah, they were a little bit before me. I was an 82 grad. My sister was an 86 grad. My wife was an 86 grad, and her sisters were, 72, 74 grads. We have tons of family in the town. We actually just moved last August, and we wanted a bigger house and a better location, and here we are. I'm in actually Village of the Branch in Smithtown, right off 111. Anyway, sounding good. I know there's others calling, but I'll give you a couple minutes here, and then I'll let you go. So anyway, sounds good. Yeah, we're usually we're a dedicated VHF UHFer. I have 5 bands. I go from 50 up to 1296, heavy contester. I got all my antennas right now sitting on the deck at about 18 feet. I got 3 Yagis in a tripod temporarily with power as well, but they got to go on the roof. And right now I'm only, I have a wire antenna up at about 25 feet. I have a wire strung from the vent pipe, and it's going across the yard to a tree. So that's all I'm running right now. With about 50 watts here with the 9100 ICOM. So not that powerful right now. I got the ACOM 1000 sitting here, but no need for that. Anyway, that's the story. Sounding good. I mean, like I said, Doug, I know there's others calling you. I'm not going to hold it. Wanted to say hello. Heard you were from Kings Park, so had to stop and say hello. I was born in the Bronx and moved out in '73, so we're a byproduct of the high school, and the whole family is now in Kings Park in Smithtown. 73, Doug. Have a great day. Nice talking to you. Nice finding you here, and I'll let you work some other stations. I hear them calling you. So enjoy. kB2UKA N2SLO. We'll see you later. Have a good one. 73.
All right, Dave. Awesome. I appreciate the reach out. I got you down here in the logbook. We're looking to do the same thing. We're either going into Fort Salonga, St. James, Nisququag, or maybe even a little further out east. My kids are young. They're 8 and 7. If I'm going to do it, I do it now. I need an acre and a half. I want a full wave 2-element 80-meter delta loop. I want a full wave 2-element 40-meter delta loop, and I want a 50-foot tower for 20 through 10 meter. Over.
Yeah, there you go. I have the room now to do that. I have 3/4 of an acre here, and it's secluded and it's quiet. It's amazing, and I will do that. I want to get the UHF, VHF stuff up on the roof first and get that going, and then I'll worry about HF and getting up, something on, maybe a dipole or even a multi-band vertical up pretty high. Or I'll just throw it in the ground and run some radios like you did. So I hear you on that one. All right, I'm going to go. See you later. Like I said, I know there was others calling you. I don't want to hog the frequency, let you work some more. I'm actually going to get out of here and go eat some dinner. It's been a long day. I had off today, and I was in the backyard working. I've only been in the house 9 months. I got plenty to do. Thanks, Doug. See you later. Again, 73, all the best. I'm sure I'll bump into you around the bands. kB2UKA and 2SLO. We'll see you later.
All right, Dave. Take care. 73, my friend. You have a beautiful weekend. 73. Okay, this is kB2UKA QRZ.
Germany Zulu Hotel.
Germany Zulu Hotel. Go ahead.
Yeah, call again. It's Kilo Bravo 2 Golf Zulu Hotel. KB2GZH. Name is Wayne. Whiskey Alpha Yankee November Echo. QTH is the state of Maine. About 150 miles north of the New Hampshire-Maine border. Nice to meet you, Doug. I'm a fellow that lived in Long Island, mostly all of Suffolk County. For 55 years, but moved up here about 12 years ago. Over.
Oh, you got out. I'm jealous. I am jealous. I want out, Wayne. I want out of here. I want the rolling hills of Maine or the flatlands of West Virginia. That's great. You're booming in here. So I've been transmitting now about 45 minutes. And 40 just shortened up, probably in the last 15, 20 minutes. Maine, I only make it into Maine, and I only hear Maine when 40 is short, and you're booming in. You're 5 over 9. Great audio. I was born and raised in Huntington, and I live in Kings Park now with my wife and 2 children. My mother, I guess she was raised in Patchogue. They moved out there in the 50s. So she was from Queens originally. Everyone was from Queens, either Queens or Brooklyn, right? If you live on Long Island. You're sounding great. I'm running a SunSdr2DX, 1200 watts with a Mercury 3 solid state amp. 43-foot ground-mounted vertical with 100 ground radials. They average 65 feet in length. Got a legal limit tuner out there remotely right at the base at the feed point, and doing a whole lot of digital audio processing. Over.
Wow, that's an impressive antenna. That's a lot of radials for sure. that's incredible there, Doug. Yeah, very good. I was born and raised, born in Lindenhurst, ended up in Setauket, and then ended up in Patchogue. When I retired, I was in Patchogue. Lived over by the Montauk Highway, just south of Sunrise and north of Montauk. So yeah, roughly in that area, over off of 112. But yeah, I got out. I couldn't stand it anymore. I had to leave the kids behind. They're all grown and have children of their own. So, but we frequently visit back there. That island has gotten really crazy, very crazy. Really enjoy it up here. But yeah, excuse me, we got about 10.5 acres.
Oh, that's great. That's
we
awesome.
A river called the Sebastian Hook. And got a big garage working on my old cars, and I got the ham shack connected to the garage in between the house, so I don't even have to go outside. It's perfect. I really lucked out. I was one lucky guy when I moved up here. But yeah, working conditions here at the Yaesu FTDX 3000, running about just under 50 watts, and we're running it through a dipole. It's up about, I think it's up about 60 feet right now. Between two pine trees. Go ahead.
Oh, wow. First, when you said 50 watts, I was just thinking 40's incredibly short, but you got that antenna up perfect for 40 meters at 60 feet. You're booming in. You're 5 over. Average home price in Setauket right now is about $850,000. Over.
I can believe it. My taxes 12 years ago when I left Patchogue, and I had a 50 by 200 with a cape that was, I think they called it a cape. It was basically 2-bedroom. It kind of had a half-finished basement, and it had a kind of like a walk-in attic, but you had to kind of bend your neck over to walk in it. It wasn't really considered a room or anything. And then I had a 2-car garage that was detached, and I was paying, this is 12 years ago, I was paying $7,000 in taxes for that thing, for 50 by 200. Over.
Oh, yeah. It's just ridiculous. Forget the property value. The state is just out of control right now. Just out of control. My grandfather, you mentioned, I didn't realize Patchogue. My grandfather built in Patchogue. He built all the houses on Carroll Lane. That's got to be back in probably the 60s, maybe the late 50s. My mother's name is Carol. He built a bunch of houses. What is that? On Ocean Avenue there, right when you get off the Parkway. So I know Patchogue quite well. Over.
Yeah, definitely. We lived next to it. My neighbor was Dick Root. He was a painter, and he was, oh my goodness, he had to be, I'm saying in his 70s or 80s when I knew him. So he probably goes back quite a ways. He was a veteran, but there was I can't remember what it is. It's right in town, and it's a VFW hall or something. He was a member of that, and they used to run the dinners and things like that. He used to do a lot of cooking and stuff. But yeah, he was a hell of a good guy. He passed away about 3-4 years ago. His wife is still going, Jackie Root. And I understood that the houses that I lived in, or the house that I purchased on Avery, was there was somebody that built the 3 or 4 of them all in a row, but I'm not sure if it was the same fella or not. But yeah, I miss the island, but I don't miss the congestion and all the taxes and all the costs. I can't believe average home $800,000 in Setauket. That's spooky. That's crazy.
Yeah, the houses jumped about 35-40% during the pandemic. It's slowing down. They're not dropping in value, but the demand is slowed now. It's funny, Wayne. At the end of the lockdown, when still I worked the whole thing, but at the end of the lockdown, when still no one was leaving their house to go to work, the traffic was worse than 2019 before coronavirus, because so many people migrated out to the island. I live in Kings Park, and my business is in Huntington Village. I take 25A west right into Huntington. That used to be a 15-minute drive. It's double. It's 30 minutes. Over.
Oh, I can believe that. There's a lot of, we had a lot of influx of people coming up this way. I've heard that all across, around New York City, people were moving out. Over.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I own a financial advisory firm, and you would think I'm in Manhattan a lot. I go into Manhattan maybe once a year, and they got to drag me in there. I want nothing to do with it. And that's how most people think out here. We don't want to go into the city. My daughter is an aspiring actress, so we're going to take her in to see Beetlejuice the musical. I'm dreading it, but I'll enjoy it once I'm in the theater. Over.
Oh, yeah, I enjoyed that movie. I can only imagine on a play that thing's got a musical. That's got to be really good. That's neat. My daughter's, my youngest would take her son into the city all the time because of, the sights and everything. He loved the city, but they don't go in there anymore at all. I got my wife's stepmom lives down at Greenwich Village, and she won't leave. She just absolutely loves it, and she's a big theater goer and stuff. But yeah, no, the city was never for me. My wife was from Nassau, so I called her the city girl, and I was from Suffolk. All right, very good, Doug. Well, nice to chat with you for a few minutes. That's terrific. Always love to talk to Long Island. Over.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was my pleasure, Wayne. You sounding great. Sounding really, really good. I hope you enjoy that acreage and the fresh air up there, my friend. And this looks like it's our first QSO, so I hope we have many more. Kilo Bravo 2, and that's a New York call. Golf Zulu Hotel from kB2UKA. God bless, 73.
Yeah, that's just to fill you in. That kB2GZH came about as a novice call back in 1985. When I moved up here, I decided not to change it, so it's going to stay with me very, very, very long time, I hope. 73 is there, Doug. Good talking to you. kB2UKA, kB2GZH. Bye-bye.
All right, take care, Wayne. 73. All right, I'm going to go for one more here and then call in a night. kB2UKA, QR's head.
Alpha Charlie 2, X-Ray Charlie.
Nice signal. Alpha Charlie 2, X-Ray Charlie. Good evening, Donald. In Buffalo, another neighbor, sort of. Name is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf, Long Island, 50 miles east of New York City, a little less than a mile from the Long Island Sound. You got to be 5 over 9, but I'll let you know for sure. How copy? Over.
Oh, my friend. You have 20 over 9 up here in Buffalo, New York. I'm about 3 miles from the U.S.-Canadian border, and then my QSL card on that page, I can actually see the New York Central Terminal out my back window. I'm presently sitting in my communications trailer running off a solar on an ICOM 756 Pro 3, 123-foot MTEC long wire at 22 foot, and half of it radiating north-south and the other half is east-west.
All right, Roger. Well, you were 5 over 9 first go around, and then most of that you were 5'8", 5'9", and then at the end you fell to about 5'7". So 40 shifting, but you sound great. Very, very cool running in the communications tower solar. How much power are you putting out of that radio right now? Over?
It's peaking about, I'd say, 85 to 100 watts. I'm getting about, my ALC's peaking at about 3/4 of the way, and I'm only running about 10 dBs of compression on the mid on the Icon 756 Pro 3 on the hand mic.
Well, you're 5'9" again. You've got that audio dialed in beautifully, sounding really good. I'm recording this for my YouTube channel. I'm going to do some editing on it tonight, or probably tomorrow. Tomorrow morning I'm going to edit it. I'll upload it tomorrow. You're going to be the last QSO in there. So if you remember my call, Kilo Bravo 2 Uniform Kilowatt Alpha, and you go to my YouTube page tonight and subscribe and hit the bell button, you'll get notified when I upload it, and you'll be able to hear and see your signal report. The audio looks great. I'm a little bit of an audiophile. I'm running, my whole station runs on an i9 iMac, and I'm on a Stellar X2 condenser mic right now that runs into a Focusrite Scarlett USB audio interface. And then I process all the audio through Logic Pro. So I've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got an 8-component studio rack, all in the computer basically. That's the audio chain from everywhere from EQ to aural excitement, compressor limiter, a little bit of a noise gate, a little bit of reverb. That's all being digitally processed and then sent over to the SunSdr software. Over?
Roger, Roger. I'm going to get into all that processing and everything at the later date, but not when I'm in my radio trailer. I pride myself on this thing when I'm running a feed. I get pulled somewhere. I throw the panels up on the roof, and I turn on the radio and go. I'm only running an old Windows 7 laptop for my logging and my internet. And let's see, 400 watts of solar up on the roof, a Renogy 40A MSPP controller, and 6 100 amp hour gel cells. So it powers everything I need. I've gotten over 6 days of power before, even a cloudy day before I have to think of plugging in. Okay, my friend, I'm going to call it a day for you, and we'll put you in the log. 73, kB2UKA. This is Alpha Charlie 2. X-Ray Charlie up here in Buffalo, New York, 73.
All right, Donald. My pleasure's all mine. Great sound and signal. Really cool with the communication trailer and the solar stuff. Sounding great. Hope you have a beautiful weekend. Alpha Charlie 2, X-Ray Charlie. This is kB2UKA. I'm going QRT. Take care. 73.